So we're in Barcelona at Mobile World Congress 2019. I'm here with Louis Georges, Director General of ETSI. Louis Georges, thank you for coming back and speaking to us again this year.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for me. Thank you.
So obviously ETSI is doing a lot of work across a lot of the different technology areas in terms of specifications and coming up with use cases. Which areas in particular of the many groups at ETSI have the greatest energy around them at the moment? Which ones are seeing a lot of new members and a lot of activity?
Okay, maybe I'm repeating myself from previous years, but to be honest, all that has to do and is coming around 5G is of great interest to our members.
Okay.
I will have to tell again about network functions virtualization. So all that has to do with virtualization is extremely important,
right,
to our members, and it's still
so not new, but still very important and a very important part of the whole 5G story.
Absolutely, because it has a big growth potential yet. Then multi-access edge computing,
right,
which is very, very high in the agenda, and we can see if you walk around the corridors here, you will see that it's been showcased quite a lot.
Absolutely, and also quite a lot of media announcements about companies coming together and doing partnerships, so there's definitely activity in that area now.
There is indeed, and then it's also very important, all has to do with network management and network automation management. Yeah. Because that will be key in order to run all these very complex networks that we're expecting with 5G. So that's an important topic that's also very high in our agendas.
Okay, and that's the Zero Touch Management Group, is that right?
Correct, that's the Zero Touch Management Group. And another quite interesting one, which is difficult to pronounce, is Experiential Network Intelligence.
Right, right.
Which has a lot to do on learning about the behavior in your network so that you can anticipate how to run it. And that's going to be an important one as well.
Okay. And then during the past year, just in general in the telecom sector, there's been a lot more talk around the potential use of blockchain technology in a number of very specific applications. Is that something that the ETSI members are talking about as well? Do you have a group for blockchain?
We actually have just started one, which is very, very focused, because whatever we do in ETSI needs to have a real business resonance, or however we want to call it. So we have one on permissioned distributed ledgers. Okay. That's how we call it. And it's basically blockchain flavor, because we don't want to boil the ocean. So it's really meant for businesses. So it's not being put out to the public networks, but yes, very much into the business that need a blockchain technology to exchange their data.
Okay. And are you seeing a lot of interest from members in that and exploring the potential uses of these distributed ledgers?
Definitely, and actually the interesting thing about this group is that it's not, let's say, the usual ETSI membership, so it's not only telecom vendors or network operators that are together in this, but you can see some associations, some banking companies, so there are several other interests. Even John Deere is one of the members for this group.
Right. So you're getting new blood coming in and bringing new ideas into the organization.
Definitely, and as we see that in many different sectors, communications are starting to be a key to those businesses. We're seeing how these new companies for ETSI, right, are coming and helping and putting their requirements to drive businesses.
Okay. And so what's going to come next? What's the next thing that the members are saying we really need to do some work in this area or that area, because that's now starting to become a thing with our customers or our partners?
Well, actually, there are a couple of things that our members are looking at. We will say artificial intelligence is one of them.
Okay.
And that's quite a broad subject, and we are taking some pieces of artificial intelligence that for us it's kind of a tool to several of the other activities we are doing. And also we are hosting a little summit in a few days to talk about it. The other one is a little bit more precise, and it's about how do we exchange data between, and this is about controlling vessels and with port authorities. So how is it that we can transfer all this information and that we can have a mechanism to standardize the way in which the vessels with the authorities, with the port authorities, can be exchanging this data. And we can think now of harbors, but soon we could think of transport in road transport, because at the end of the day, it's the same basic concept.
Okay, and I guess these kind of use cases are going to come up more and more as the Internet of Things actually starts to permeate into a lot of different verticals.
Definitely, and I think the more we put technology on the table and people start to know and feature what to do with this technology, we will have more and more ideas that then will crystallize.
Absolutely. The catalyst for more. So there's not going to be a shortage of anything for the ETSI teams to do. So look forward to what comes out of ETSI during the coming year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us again.
Excellent. Thank you very much.